All right, it has officially been 1 year of public comment. Time to give another one to the Board of Trustees. All right, good evening, trustees. My name is Chris Yamamoto, and with my wife Sarah, I run the Little Ducky Flower Farm here in Barrington Hills. It has been a year, and we've spent the past year respectfully trying to work with the village ever since our farm was shut down following a complaint. The only complaint on record that I'm aware of submitted on behalf of an anonymous resident by trustee, now Senator, Darby Hills. Since then, we've submitted 3 proposals, trying to find a path forward. Each one of them specifically crafted to keep the activities aligned with the rural character of our village. And for the record, our farm has never received a single complaint about noise or traffic. Instead of collaboration, we've kind of been met with silence, delays, and shifting requirements. 2 more of our proposals are currently sitting with the ZBA since February. No response, no hearings, no vote. Yet, we watched the same board quickly move to revisit solar energy policy based on public feedback. And within 10 days from a vote, a public notice was issued. If the board is able to work and accommodate energy panels, why is there no bandwidth to revisit how small farms fit into this town? And it's not just the ZBA. The Planning Commission recently convened to discuss the tree preservation ordinance after a single resident's input. It's good to see the responsiveness, but I'll be honest, it's kind of hard not to notice the contrast. We've hosted public Q&As, we've opened our gates, we've welcomed anyone who wants to learn more. Outside of these hearings, we've had appointed village officials use segregation-era analogies to tell us, point blank, give up. Another suggested that they'd be open to helping if we bought a different property, which later, as we learned, is a part of a parcel being considered for annexation and still in court. I'll let others draw their own conclusions, but it's worth paying attention to those who gets encouraged and those who get shut down, and how some use residents in this village to further their own agendas. While all this is happening, the village has increased application fees 650% and passed procedural rules changing it to make it even harder for residents to engage. The submission timeline now is 30 days before hearing that can be scheduled, compressing the timelines without offering clarity. Proposals must not be complete with no piecemeal submissions. Understandable, though what counts as complete isn't fully defined. Makes it easier to reject applications based on technicalities. Applicants must cite specific zoning codes, sections, and legal standards, something that requires a level of fluency most residents do not have. And even if you do future improvements, what you'll need to include is a site plan upfront. It means time, money, professional input before anyone can even review this request. And you might make, even if you make a small mistake in the public notice, your risk of hearing being canceled outright. It adds up. It's not just red tape, but we see it as a systemic walling off participation here. We've done everything asked of us. We sought guidance from our village administrator before submitting our first proposal, and we made changes and followed instructions. We've written and resubmitted, and all we're asking is for a chance to let people pick flowers on our farm, by appointment only, hidden from the road, on land we only live and work on. Something we have been transparent with the village since 2022, over 3 years ago. Barrington Hills has long stood for individual land use.
Sorry, could you just wrap it up? You're over 3 minutes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Because from where we stand, it does look like a coordinated effort across boards to shut the door on specific family farms. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And stay cool out there.